Hello everyone. So welcome you all to Ashok Tutorials Meghalaya's first MTech channel. So my dear friends, today in this video we are going to learn about social science, and the topic we have here is inquiry learning. See, by the word itself you understand inquiry learning. Inquiry learning means asking, right? Inquiring. So inquiry learning in social sciences is an educational approach that emphasizes students actively exploring and investigating topics rather than passively receiving information. So inquiry learning is a type of learning method or practice where you will not just listen to the lecture or the stories, you will even ask questions or you will investigate it. All right. So it encourages critical thinking, problem solving, and development of research skills. So when you are being inquisitive, or when you are being inquisitive, yes, so you will be asking questions. You will ask, you know different type of questions, like how this problem should be solved, or you will develop critical thinking abilities, or you will develop problem solving skills, and also development of research skills will be developed in you. So here are some examples of how inquiry learning can be applied in social science. Let us see. Number one, historical inquiry. Students can investigate. See, investigate means ask or inquire, right? So students can investigate a specific historical event or period, such as the American Civil Rights Movement. They might analyze primary sources like letters, speeches, and photographs to draw their conclusions about the impact and significance of the movement. So students can inquire or investigate or search or find out or do a research on, example, American Civil Rights Movement, with the help of letters, pictures, speeches, photographs, and they can come to the conclusion like what were the effects and what were the significance of the movement. All right. Now we have geographical inquiry. Students might explore issues related to urbanization, such as the causes and effects of urban sprawl in a particular city. They could collect data, analyze maps, and conduct surveys to understand the geographical and social dynamics at play. So geographical inquiry means the students might explore issues related to urbanization, such as deforestation, and what are the causes and effects of this particular urbanization project. So they often can collect the data with the help of, uh, they can collect the data, then also analyze different type of maps, collect pictures, collect photos. So these type of evidences they can collect. All right. Cultural inquiry. So in the context of cultural studies, students can research and compare different cultures. For example, they might compare the cultural norms, traditions, and values of two distinct societies, such as Japanese and American culture. So cultural inquiry means when the students try to find out the two different cultures, the cultures of Garos and the cultures of Khasis. So we have different cultures, right? So these cultures can also be studied by the students. Economic inquiry. Students can investigate economic concepts like supply and demand by analyzing real world examples, such as the impact of changing gasoline prices on consumer behavior or the dynamics of local labor market. So economic, so students, what the students can do is that they can investigate or they can inquire about economic concepts like supply and demand, whether the supply is more and the demand is less, or whether demand is more and the supply is less, or it is, feasible with one another. So that can also be studied by the students, right? So they can, for example, they can take the example like, suppose, impact of changing gasoline prices on consumer behavior or the dynamic of local market. So these areas they can look into when they are dealing with economy. All right. Now psychological inquiry. In psychology, students can explore topics like the bystander effect by conducting experimental surveys. For instance, they could create scenarios to observe how people react in situations where help is needed. So, psychological inquiry is a type of study method in social science where the students can explore the different topics like the bystander effect, and they can conduct one experiments where, you know anything they can do it suddenly without the knowledge of the people, and see how the people behave in a situation where they need help, for example, earthquake or volcano or any natural calamities. All right. Like, I mean to say that how they behave in during natural calamities and how they behave during this experiment conducted by the students. So that can be compared. Now, political inquiry. Students might delve into current political issues like the impact of social media on modern politics. They could research and debate the consequences of social media's role in shaping opinion public opinions in elections. So political inquiry, so students might delve into current political issues, different type of political issues, like the impact of social media on the politics, or the impact of the YouTube on the politics, the impact of the news channels, the newspapers on the politics, the political parties. So all these areas or domains can be researched about by the learners. Sociology inquiry. In sociology, students can investigate social phenomena like the effects of income inequality on education. They could collect data, conduct interviews, and examine statistical information to understand the relationship between these factors. So, in sociology, what the student can do is that they can investigate or find out social phenomena like the effect the income inequality can have on the education system. So they could collect the data, conduct interviews, and examine different statistical information they have collected so that they understand the relationship between these factors. All right, now what we have, inquiry learning encourages students to formulate questions, gather information, critically evaluate sources, and present their findings. It promotes a deeper understanding of social science topics and equips students with valuable research and analytical skills. So, as you have seen, that inquiry method or inquiry learning is very important because it gives access to the students to investigate, to ask questions, and gather information and critically analyze the data they have collected by doing the research or by analyzing the situation or the event. All right, so I think this is all in this video, so thank you everyone for watching.